In a charming cottage nestled at the edge of a sun-kissed meadow lived a little rabbit named Poppy. Poppy was known throughout the meadow for her boundless curiosity and her love for exploring the world around her. But more than anything, she adored picnics. Every weekend, Poppy would gather her wicker picnic basket, a checkered blanket, and her favorite snacks. With a hop and a skip, she would venture into the meadow, searching for the perfect spot to enjoy her outdoor feast. One bright and sunny morning, as Poppy was preparing for her picnic, she noticed something different in the meadow. Colorful balloons were floating in the sky, and a sweet scent wafted through the air. Intrigued, she decided to follow the scent and see what was happening. To her surprise, Poppy stumbled upon a delightful scene. A picnic party was in full swing. Other meadow animals were gathered under a massive oak tree, feasting on a delicious spread of fruits, vegetables, and honey cakes. Laughter and merriment filled the air as they played games and shared stories. Poppy's heart swelled with excitement. She had never seen a picnic like this before, and she couldn't wait to join in the fun. With her wicker basket and checkered blanket in tow, she approached the group, her fluffy ears perked up with curiosity. The meadow animals welcomed her with open arms, and Poppy quickly made new friends. There was Benny the bear, who was an expert at climbing trees, Lucy the ladybug, who could tell the most fascinating tales about her travels, and Sammy the squirrel, who always had a stash of delicious acorns. As Poppy settled in, she discovered that the picnic party was a special occasion, a surprise celebration for her. Her meadow friends had come together to celebrate her love for picnics and her kind and adventurous spirit. The picnic feast was a sight to behold. There were crisp lettuce leaves, plump strawberries, juicy apples, and honey cakes that melted in the mouth. Poppy's heart was filled with gratitude and joy as she realized how much her meadow friends cared for her. After a delicious meal, the meadow animals organized games and activities. They played tag, had sack races, and even performed a lively dance beneath the oak tree's dappled shade. Poppy joined in the fun with boundless enthusiasm, her laughter filling the meadow. As the sun began to set, casting a warm, golden glow over the meadow, Poppy's meadow friends presented her with a special gift, a handmade scrapbook filled with memories of their adventures together. Each page was a testament to the joyful moments they had shared. With a heart full of happiness, Poppy knew that this picnic surprise was the best adventure she had ever experienced. It was a day filled with laughter, love, and the warmth of friendship. As the stars twinkled in the night sky, Poppy and her meadow friends gathered around a crackling bonfire, sharing stories and dreams. They knew that the bond they had formed under the oak tree was a treasure worth celebrating, and that their adventures together had only just begun. And so, in the charming cottage by the sun-kissed meadow, Poppy learned that the most beautiful surprises often come from the love and friendship of those who care about us. She knew that her heart would forever be filled with the warmth of that unforgettable picnic surprise. But the adventures and friendships of Poppy and her meadow friends continued to blossom in the meadow, where every day was a new opportunity for joy and discovery. One sunny morning, Poppy decided to return the favor and plan a surprise picnic for her meadow friends. She knew it would be a wonderful way to show them how much she appreciated their kindness and the special surprise picnic they had thrown for her. With the help of Benny the bear, Lucy the ladybug, and Sammy the squirrel, Poppy set out to prepare the most delightful picnic the meadow had ever seen. They gathered fresh strawberries, plump blueberries and crunchy carrots. Poppy baked honey cakes, and Benny even climbed the oak tree to pick the juiciest apples. As they worked together, their laughter and camaraderie filled the meadow, and they couldn't help but feel the warmth of their friendship growing even stronger. When the picnic was ready, Poppy led her friends to a beautiful spot by a babbling brook, where the wildflowers swayed in the breeze. The meadow animals were surprised and delighted by the colorful spread that awaited them. They feasted on the delicious treats, and their hearts were filled with joy. After the picnic, they played games, just as they had during the surprise celebration for Poppy. They laughed, ran, and enjoyed every moment of their time together. The meadow was alive with the sound of happiness and friendship. As the sun began to set, Poppy's friends presented her with a handmade card filled with heartfelt messages of gratitude and love. They thanked her for the wonderful surprise picnic and for being such a cherished friend. Under the starry night sky, surrounded by the gentle sounds of the meadow, Poppy knew that the bond she shared with her meadow friends was a treasure beyond measure. It was a reminder that the simple act of caring and sharing could create the most beautiful moments in life. And so, in the charming cottage by the sun-kissed meadow, Poppy and her meadow friends continued to celebrate their friendship with surprise picnics and shared adventures. They knew that every day was a gift to be savored, and that the warmth of their bonds would forever fill their hearts with happiness. But the joy of friendship and the love of picnics continued to brighten the meadow, where every gathering was a celebration of the beautiful moments they shared. One sunny afternoon, as Poppy and her meadow friends were having a playful picnic, they noticed a colorful kite soaring high in the sky. Its tail fluttered like a rainbow, and it danced with the wind, performing graceful loops and twirls. Poppy's eyes sparkled with wonder, and she suggested that they all join in the fun and fly their own kites. Excitement filled the air as they hurried back to the charming cottage to gather supplies for their kite-making adventure. They found colorful paper, sturdy sticks, and colorful ribbons in the cottage. With teamwork and creativity, they crafted their own kites, each one reflecting their unique personalities. Poppy's kite was adorned with flowers and butterflies, Benny's had a bold bear paw print, Lucy's featured delicate ladybug patterns, and Sammy's was decorated with acorns and oak leaves. With their homemade kites in hand, they returned to the meadow where a gentle breeze was blowing. They launched their kites into the sky, and the meadow came alive with a symphony of colors and laughter. Poppy's heart soared as she watched her friends' kites dance alongside hers. As the sun began to set, they decided to have a picnic under the open sky, right there in the meadow. They spread out their checkered blankets and enjoyed a feast of strawberries, blueberries, and honey cakes. They laughed and shared stories, their hearts filled with the joy of the day's adventure. After their picnic, they lay on their backs and gazed at the stars twinkling above. Poppy couldn't help but feel grateful for her meadow friends and the countless adventures they had shared together. With the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft lullaby of the meadow, Poppy and her friends drifted off to sleep, their kites still soaring high above. It was a magical end to a perfect day, and they knew that their friendship was like a kite, rising ever higher, carried by the winds of love and shared adventures. And so, in the charming cottage by the sun-kissed meadow, Poppy and her meadow friends continued to discover the beauty of friendship and the wonders of the world around them, one adventure at a time. The end. But the adventures and laughter of Poppy and her meadow friends continued to fill their days with joy, as they explored the meadow and cherished the bonds they had formed.